Hi everyone, our group 15 to introduce the feeder reason of OFO. David, a student at Peking University, teamed up with for his classmates to establish OFO in 2014, but it is feeder in 2018. What's happening on OFO? Our team member will introduce the details to you.
Hi everyone! In today's video, I'll be talking about why did OFO fail. There are several reasons. First, let's look at bad fellows. According to the former employees of OFO, there were many factions within the company, and the relationships among them were very tense. At first, it was a deadlock between Didi and OFO, then Ali joined this battle. The game of the three parties led to a new management problem, internal conflict. There were internal corruption and embezzlement of funds as well. The geographical expansion plan of OFO was very greedy. In January 2017, OFO announced that it would enter 11 cities in 10 days at a rate of 1 city per day. It was foreseeable that team building and balancing action could not keep up. The district manager can apply for reimbursement as he wished. In some places, it was less than 20,000 yuan. The loose reimbursement system had also created serious corruption problems, and many people in the company were staring at this loophole to make money. The second is false positives and false starts. It's courageous to assert that OFO lacked business evaluation and analysis just based on its tragic end today. The success of bike sharing on campuses is the logical starting point for OFO's large-scale expansion. Zhu Xiaohu, the investor of OFO, once talked about the basic idea of the operation of this project, which is based on the investment and recycling of shared bikes on campus. On campus, the payback period for a bicycle is about 40 days. The basis is that you will pay 0.5 yuan for a single ride because you will pay 5 yuan for 10 rides. The cost of a bicycle is about 200 yuan, so the cost can be recovered in around 40 days. Considering the operating and the maintenance costs, this period could be extended a bit, but overall, it is a very cost-effective and promising project. At first glance, there's nothing wrong with this analysis, and this project has a promising market prospect. But after the rapid expansion out of the campus, the problem followed. The random parking of bikes everywhere, arbitrary damage, theft, modification, etc. Various violations of OFO bikes constantly challenge the limits of people's imagination. However, it seemed that these behaviors cannot be restrained by only relying on the deposit collected and the preset rules. According to the news in 2018, OFO spent hundreds of millions of yuan on maintenance every month. The shocking damage and littering of OFO bikes, the high cost of maintenance and repair. The fate of OFO was actually publicized in the street at that moment, but enthusiastic consumers and investors turned a blind eye.
Hello, I'm Wang Yaxin, and today I'm talking about Part 3, Capital Chain. Capital chain was ruptured because capitalists were no longer enthusiastic. When the sharing economy first came out, it was very popular among capitalists. It was inferred that the development direction of OFO and Didi should be the same. It spread very quickly at the beginning and became a rising demand in the society. The cost is very high and capital investment cannot be a bottomless pit. China's capital is surging, but there is no endurance. And let's look at the financing round of OFO. OFO completed an annual round of financing with a financing amount of up to millions of yuan. Compared with its competitors, Mobike introduced strategic investors, raised $1 billion, and prepared for the cold winter in advance. It was merged into Meituan, and with the help of Meituan, Mobike has invested a lot of capital. And the next part, I will talk about policy. With the gradual development of the industry, the challenges for companies have increased. Companies are under enormous pressure. OFO has invested in advertising but coped with the fact that advertising is now not allowed on bicycle bodies, left bicycle sharing without a profitable project. In addition, the withdrawal of shared bicycles from overseas is also a hot topic to discussion. In Europe, OFO's mean profit point originally or according to the Chinese model, and now the EU GDPR so strictly controlled, resulting in too much risk. The capital chain broke and finally withdraw from the European market.
From the speed trap perspective, the OFO bike had a great early idea, but the opportunity quickly becomes situated. The Chinese market, where OFO is located, is become situated, and the bike sharing industry is entering its 2.0 phase. It is a common rule in the internet industry that only the 3 top players in the market can survive. At present, there are more than 10 bike sharing brands on the market, and according to the rate of launch of each brand, the bike sharing market will be situated within 6 months. At the same time, most companies began to engage in the blind low-level disordered competition. The main reason for this is the veto power of the management. Among the management of OFO, the founder, capitalist, and the partners all have the veto power, which means that the company has difficulty in forming an in-depth discussion and studies. When there are conflict interests and opinions, they were vital and make directly. After talking about the reason for the failure, we also made some perspective for the future development. For future perspective, despite the fate of the bike sharing boom, the survival space for shared bikes remain large in the future. Now the bike is still mainly put in the first, second cities. The future of third, fourth, and fifth-tier cities are blank. In addition, market demand still exists. Sharing bikes solve the problem of last 500 meters. The development direction is no problem. The problem is which company can survive. The second I want to talk is the future development path. Fifth, innovation in business model. For example, enterprises can blind credit because credit itself is money and value, become a part of ecology to be able to adapt to the development of the internet economy. Second, bike sharing is an internet ecological economy. Enterprises can integrate into the ecosystem and share from it, such as the payment, the credit, the usage habits, and advertising data collection, and so on. Finally, based on this theme, I want to share the differences between the two concepts. What is the essence of sharing economy? Bike sharing and share the bike are not the same thing. Share is the civil sharing, so there is no new car. Try to increase the usage without increasing the bike number. Bike sharing is more prominent commercial value and commercial behavior. OFO original focus on the former concept, used second-hand cars, but later changed its mindset and began to build its own car. Thank you for your listening. That's all.